Hello everyone and welcome back to Sketch by Sketch. Today I am trying something new. I'm going to be making some jewelry. You've seen me make jewelry on my channel before just because this video has been filmed for a long time and I've actually been enjoying it ever since I started doing this. But I'm finally getting around to putting a voiceover on this so I can post it for you guys. So here I'm just going to show you the kits that I got on Amazon. This is a smaller bead kit. These are I think called seed beads maybe. They're pretty small but they're not as small as like the really tiny ones. So that is a kit. They're kind of in pastel colors. I got that on Amazon, by the way. Both of these are from Amazon. And then here is the second one I got. This is more of a clay bead. These are a little bit more of a rubber texture. They're flexible and they're just these small little rings that you can stack on your thread to make jewelry. And they also come with the little clasps that you can use to secure your jewelry if you don't want to just tie it. They also come with these charms. This one is kind of like a star, very beachy looking and cute. Here are some smaller little gems to put on your jewelry. There are stars and a little circle studs that you can put on there. They're really cute. Those are the ones I've been using a lot. These are some shells that you can put on your jewelry. And then of course the letters as well. So really fun. So I'm going to start making a necklace here. And so I've got my string and I've secured it to my desk with some tape. And this is the string that came with the clay bead set. That kit pretty much came with everything you would need to start, but the other one already came with some thread as well. I'm using some tape of my own and I'm going to get started. It also came with this little threader. I don't know if I'll be able to use it, but it did come with two of those, and I've seen people use them online, so we'll just have to experiment. I'm not very good at this and I don't know what I'm doing, so we're just gonna have to try it out and see what we want to do here. I've got some references pulled up on Pinterest. I would really like to try to do one like these daisies, but I'm not sure if that will work out. But some other ones that I like, you can see here, are just some more basic kind of beaded necklaces. There are the daisies again. But I'm just kind of using this for reference and for the pattern. I really like this pattern here, so that's what I'm going to use for reference for our first necklace. Alright, I'm going to start by just picking out the colors that I want to use for my necklace. And here I'm kind of trying to use the bead threader to put these on, and this almost seemed more difficult. It was very challenging just because the beads were so small, and to get them all on the threader, it just seemed like a little bit of a harder deal, because as I was putting them on this, I could have been putting them on the string already, so it seemed like it wasn't saving time. It was just making everything a little bit harder. As you can see, it's also a little bit hard to get the thread on the beads once they're on the threader, so I don't recommend using that, even though it does come with it. But if you have a better time using it than I did, then by all means go ahead and use that. I have made jewelry before in the past, but it has probably been, I don't know, 5 or 6 years since I did that, and I didn't have any of my jewelry supplies from then. So I had to get some more, but it was Amazon Prime Day, so this stuff was kind of on sale, so I decided to go with some and try it out again, because this has kind of been a thing lately, people making their own beaded jewelry, and I just think the necklaces are so cute, but they can be a little bit expensive, like $8 for just a simple beaded necklace when I could get the whole kit for almost the same price. So I just thought it would be fun to kind of just make my own and play around with this. So that is kind of why I decided to buy some, and like I said, this video was recorded a while back and I've been making a lot of jewelry ever since, and it's so fun. I actually did a shorts video on making some jewelry. I just have been really enjoying it, and I am getting better at like the clasp and finishing it and making it look a little bit nicer and more complete. So definitely my jewelry has improved since I filmed this video, so I've been having a lot of fun doing it. And I definitely recommend for you guys, everyone's on summer break right now, so if you don't have anything to do and you're getting kind of bored, these kits are like $15 on Amazon. Some are even cheaper, and this would be just a fun thing that you can do either by yourself or with your friends, and it's something you can do outside. I'm always looking for fun art projects that I can do out by the pool, and this would be a great thing to just take outside and enjoy this summer while you're making some jewelry. Alright, and if you're wondering what I'm doing now, I'm just kind of working out the pattern, getting started with what I want my necklace to look like. I decided to go with some blue, orange, and kind of a cream yellow whitish color, and I am serious, stringing these beads on this thread was difficult until I got the hang of it. They're just so small, and I didn't have my glasses on, so I kept dropping all the beads, and they were all over my studio floor. So I had to clean all those up. It was definitely a little bit of a mess there for a while. You'll see me drop the beads many times, but after you get the hang of it, it's so fun, and I really enjoyed this. I also got a request to make some character inspired jewelry, which I thought was a super fun request. So I've actually been working on that. I'm going to do that video in more of a shorts format, but I might put a few of them like together and make like a more complete video, but the actual jewelry making is in the form of a shorts video. I've already done a Loki video. I made a Loki bracelet, and I am working on making like a Belle bracelet. I know those are two very different characters, but I wanted to do some Disney princesses and some Marvel characters, and so that's what I've been working on as far as that goes. So that's something fun to look forward to. As you can see, I've sped up this process just because it is quite tedious, and it takes a little while to get a full strand of beads on your string, so I did speed it up a bit, but you can still see what I'm doing. I just thought this is fun to watch. I like to watch people work on little projects, and it's just kind of fun to put on in the background. So if you're working on jewelry yourself, or maybe drawing something, this could be a fun video to kind of put on and just kind of watch and listen to. So that's kind of what this was for. So I didn't want to cut out too much, just so you guys could watch the process and have fun. So I'm almost done though. I am just still working on this. I didn't want my necklaces to be too long. I usually like shorter necklaces, but I didn't want it to be like really a choker, so I made it a little bit longer. About 16 inches is usually what I like my necklaces at, 14 to 16 inches. So that's a guide for you, but I always recommend to just kind of measure the string and see what length you want your necklace at. Keep in mind that you're going to need room for your clasp, or if you're going to tie it off, either way, you're going to need room to secure it, so make sure you leave enough room for that. Also, if you're not using a clasp and you're making a choker, make sure your thread is stretchy enough and the knot that you tied is tight enough and secure enough for you to be able to stretch it to put it over your head or your wrist, whether it's a necklace or bracelet, because if one of these string bead necklaces breaks, it's going to be a mess. So you want to make sure that everything is really secure once you finish your necklace or bracelet, so that these beads don't go everywhere. Also, a tip that I picked up while doing this multiple times after making this necklace is that you can put the clasp on first. Of course, you can only do this on one end, but on the top end where I've taped it off there, instead of taping it to your desk, you could go ahead and secure your clasp and then continue to put the beads on that, and then once you're finished, you can just secure the jump ring to the other side, and then the clasp is already on, and you can just secure your bracelet or necklace, and it's finished that way. Hopefully that makes sense. If you've made any jewelry, you probably know what I'm talking about, but that is a way that you can make your life a little bit easier with securing the clasp. I really love the colors that come in this set. It's just so pretty, I think, and I really think that this necklace would be cute with like a white t-shirt, just so you can wear the necklace with it kind of as a colorful piece. I just love the way that these necklaces look in the summertime. I just think they're so pretty, and the pastel colors are just awesome. Alright, I finished the necklace, and now I'm just tying that string around the jump ring and clasp. This was the first time I had ever done this, so it definitely didn't turn out as finished and as pretty as my newest necklaces. So this definitely looks a lot more kind of rigged, not really put together. It's at the back, so it doesn't really matter. I still wear this. I actually wore this necklace a couple days ago, but of course you can just play around with how you tie it just so it looks a little bit nicer and cleaner. Alright, and here's where I had a bit of a problem. This thread was completely tangled when I tried to unspool it, so I was having terrible difficulties trying to get it unwound because I wanted to go with this black thread for the next one. So this was definitely a couple minutes of struggling with this thread to get it unwound.
A few moments later.
Okay, I finally got it taken care of there, and now I'm going to cut the thread at the length that I want it to be, and we're going to just kind of measure that around my wrist just to see where I want it and make sure I cut the right length. I did end up making this bracelet just a little bit too big. I wore it a couple days ago actually, and it kind of was falling off my wrist just a bit. Not too much that I can't wear it, but I would definitely make the next one just a little bit smaller. And here I'm just picking out my colors, and I'm going to start beading kind of in the same pattern as you can see on my reference photo. Just wanted to go with some pretty pastel colors. Alright, now I'm just going to start putting these on in the pattern that I have selected. These ones were a little bit easier to put on than the smaller beads, and I definitely had a little bit more fun making this bracelet just because I guess it was shorter and it didn't take as much time. Once I got the hang of it, and the next few that I made, I had a lot more fun and I just kind of enjoyed the process, but the first time I just was kind of hard just because I didn't know what I was doing, and I was messing up the pattern a little bit because I didn't decide exactly what I wanted to do, and I messed it up a few times, but once you get the hang of it, this is really fun. Bracelets and necklaces are a really fun thing to make. If you need a quick gift for a friend or something, then you could make them a necklace or bracelet. It's always something that people like, but it's fun to make jewelry for yourself as well, and you can look at the pictures on Pinterest or maybe even like a website that sells bracelets like this, and you can make them yourself. I just think it's a really fun hobby to get into, and I definitely have a lot of fun doing it. Hopefully you pick up one of these kits off Amazon. There's so many different kinds and different colors. I went with the more pastel-y summery colors for the sets that I bought, but you could definitely get some more muted colors or brighter, more primary colors. There's so many different kits that you can choose from, so make sure you go to Amazon and just check these out. It would be helpful if you buy a kit that already comes with the string and everything, just so you can start making jewelry as soon as it comes. But other than that, if you want a more in-depth tutorial on how I created this stuff, I know I was just kind of talking, but if you want some more tips and tricks after I figured it out a little bit more, then I could do a video like that. But like I said earlier, I have some shorts coming on more jewelry, so hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this. Thank you so much for sticking around till the end. Let me know what jewelry you guys are going to create, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. I'm going to finish up this jewelry, but I'll see you in another video. Bye guys!